Welcome to NEWSMAKERS. My name is Sean Smith. I'm the Assistant Director of Community Relations for Chesterfield County Public Schools. Joining us today, Autumn Nabors and Kim McKnight. Thank you both for being here. For our viewers out there, Autumn, you are the Program Manager, Professional Development and School Division, and Kim, you're a kindergarten teacher at Robious Elementary School. It's great to have you both here. I want to cover a lot in a short period of time. We want to talk about National Board Certified Teachers and the program in and of itself. And Autumn, if you will, talk about the program and the involvement with professional development here in the school division.
National Board, when a teacher wants to become a National Board Certified Teacher, that's come under the Professional Development Department because it is such a wonderful professional development experience. I had gone through the process about 10 years ago, and it's one of those processes that really changes how you teach. And no other professional development is so much about what you do in the classroom, where you can go to a conference and see some techniques, but this process is about what you do, how you do it, and then how can you even do it better.
And Kim, obviously we know that it's, obviously you do a great job already in the classroom, but it's another recognition of your hard work. But talk about the process, what goes into becoming National Board Certified.
Sure. So there's an information session, just like the one that's coming up shortly, and I went to that right before I started the process, and I went to it and they kept saying, it's so hard, you need to spend a lot of time, and I thought, oh, I've got this, it's a challenge, but I'm up for the challenge. And I made sure that I had enough time before I went through it, and made sure it's kind of like a part-time job after school, that you have to make sure you make lessons that are based on certain standards and different things that the National Board sets for you. You have to videotape yourself, you have to get student work samples, you then have to take a test at a testing center, and you go through all of these steps, and it's very much a marathon where you are spending months working on this, and you finally submit it, and then you wait and you wait and wait to find out if you pass or not. But that was the ins and outs of the whole process. But I would say the biggest part of it was how challenging you have to think about yourself and the hows and whys of why you do what you do in the classroom.
And as you thought about it, went through the session, what really was the thought process for you? I mean, you have a full plate being a teacher and the time you put into that, let alone the time you put in to become National Board Certified. But as you're looking to take on that challenge, ultimately as you receive that recognition, what was the thought process you had?
I think the biggest thing is that everyone says that it's the best professional development opportunity that you can have in teaching, and I truly believe it, that it legitimizes what you do every day as a teacher, and that's what I was going for.
And Autumn, as you think about the process, what is really it's a lot of work that goes into it from the staff perspective. You have a unique perspective to lend for those sessions. What has been the feedback? Certainly, I assume there's some drop off from the session to those who go through. What is generally the feedback as you work with employees? Right,
we have actually we've had quite a success rate in the last few years because we're trying to build more support systems in for them. We have in the last 2 years added a coaching element where we use current NBCTs who are helping them as readers or just being like moral support and telling them they can do it. And so that's been really helpful. We haven't had anyone drop out of the process as they're going through it in the last 3 years, but we do have a very rigorous application process. So as Kim had said, that once you go to the information session, there's an application that's involved, and then you have a chance to show us your writing and your reflection. And so at that point, we kind of say, okay, you're ready for this, or why don't you apply again next year? You could be ready for this next year. So we're making sure that the people that are going through the process are really ready for the process too. So I think that's helped our diminish our dropout rate.
And as you think about that session, as you mentioned before, you have one coming up. Tell us about that if you would.
Sure. We are having a session on March 17th at 4:30 here at the Fulgham Center in the Chesterfield room. And that's an information center for any session for anyone who wants to look at the process. And the process is changing, and so that will be a great time for people to hear about how the process is changing. The main way it's changing is that it won't be really a one-year process, that they're expanding it and doing it in chunks. And some of the portfolios are changing a little bit. So there's a lot of information that we're going to share that evening, and we hope to get a lot of people there that are interested, and we look forward to that new cohort.
Well, it's great to have you both here. Congratulations to you, Kim, and thanks for your hard work, Autumn.
Thank you.
And thanks to our viewers. Please join us next time. What about Chesterfield County Public Schools?